Hi, my name is Nogutsula Mdlalose. Welcome to another session of Cooking Kids. Yep, another week, another topic. This week, I'd like us to continue from our previous conversation of money, or rather, another aspect of money. This time around, let's talk how you are using money, how you are using your money to safeguard the future of your children. Yep, uncomfortable topic, but something that we need, excuse me, to always be mindful of, because certainly we are not guaranteed the future. We don't know when we'll be checking out from this world. We don't know how we'll be checking out. But one thing for sure, as a parent, you need to ensure that you give your children a better future, a stable future, an opportunity to explore anything and everything to better their future. So, yeah, in essence, what we're talking about is what savings or what safety nest are you putting away for your children or your child? Are you even thinking of doing that? How are you going about it? I know that people who have this belief of that, investments from your policies to be it funeral, life cover, and everything like that, they're just big scams. I believe, well, it's a scam that most of us need in our lives. It's a scam that we need to safeguard ourselves, safeguard our loved ones, safeguard our children, be it you doing long-term investment, education policy for your children. It's something that we need. It's something that is critical to ensure that you are a parent that has foresight, that a parent that has planned for the future of their children, whether you'll be around by the time that they get to adulthood or pre-adulthood, when they go to post-matric, needing to explore other avenues, be it they decide to not study further, they get into business or anything, be it studying. So how are you planning for that future for your children? Are you the parent that started when they fell pregnant to put a little away for their little ones? For when they get to post-matric, they need it most, or perhaps even when they're going through primary or high school, if you're choosing the more expensive options in life, or you are that parent that looks and chooses an education policy that best suits your needs, best suits your pocket. Where do you fall? It's been a tough one for me to honestly decide where I kind of fall. But one thing for sure is that I know there's a need to put something away for your child, your children's future, your children's education. And we know education now is very expensive. It's not just from university, but even from your primary and high school level. So I started way back. I had an education policy at some stage. I felt like, such a whole lot of scam. The promised take home, or whatever the investment will give you after those years. I thought it was ridiculous. So I cashed in that policy, and I thought, okay, maybe I'd rather just find different investments for my children's future. And that's the route that I've gone. Not to say that I feel I'm certain that education policies are not the way to go. They are not doing it properly. They are not filling the void. But that's just the decision, the choice that I've decided to take. I've gone the fixed investment option. I've gone the option of just basically putting my eggs in different baskets. So by the time the need arises that I need that cash for my child, my children's future, I can dip into whatever basket that I need at that time or that is readily available for me to use. I don't know about you. How are you doing it? What kind of mindset, what thinking has gone into your decision as far as investing for your child's future, saving for your child's future? I know there's various options that are out there now, from your stokvels that people are playing or participating in, money stokvel, fixed term investment, share trading. There's different entities, avenues that we can now explore towards putting away that something, having, building that safety nest for our children. One thing for sure is that I never want my children to be limited by the thought of that, but at home there isn't enough money for me to embark on whatever dream that I have. I never want them to be limited by such negative thoughts. The only limit they can ever encounter, I want them to, if they battle with any limit, it's I'm not interested, or it's self-doubt, which we can deal with and continue forging forward. So money must never be an issue for my children when it comes to deciding their future avenues. The world must be their oyster, honestly. They must never have that burden of thinking about, eish, but ekhaya, abanayo leyo mali. Something that some of us went through when we deciding what we do with our lives, what avenues we partake in post-matric. That was the key element to your decision as to, can my family afford this? Can my family afford that? It was never about, this is where my passion is. This is what I'd like to do, at least for most of us. And also that made the majority of your decision making as far as deciding about your future, which is quite limiting, honestly, come to think of it. So I've made sure that, and I continue making sure on a day-to-day basis with the decisions that I make. Along the way, I make mistakes, but I forge ahead with my dream, my purpose, my end goal, for looking at that end goal of that my children will have the opportunity to explore whatever avenues they want to explore in this world. They will be anything they'd like to be. I will not be the person to stand in their way as far as not providing the means of achieving or towards achieving the dream or those dreams, because we've learned over time as we're growing up that, you know what, as human beings we have a lot of dreams. We don't only just have one aspirations. We don't have that one track mind anymore, of which some of us were raised with, in terms of having a career, that you can have one career. We've seen over and over these youngsters coming up and getting into different avenues, exploring different careers, sometimes even at the same time. And money must never be an issue. Money must never be a hindrance. So really, I strongly feel that this culture of struggling for money, this culture of money being a hindrance towards pursuing our dreams, towards pursuing our passion, towards pursuing our career paths, must just end. It needs to end with us. It mustn't be something that we let spill over to our children. It really has to end. We need to economic freedom. It has to start somewhere. We can't just look towards macro economic freedom. We can't look towards government making it happen. Start from within. Start from within your family. You make it happen. You ensure whatever little that you're doing that you afford your children that financial freedom. And that financial freedom will be to empower them with the ability, with the means of working towards their passion, towards their dreams, towards their career path. So that is me. I've gone the route of putting my eggs in different baskets. So to kind of diversify my investments, and I'm hoping for the best, honestly. We don't know. I don't know when my expiry date is going to be, but I need to make sure that whatever I have plowed for my children continues to grow, be it I'm still around, I'm working or not working, but it will continue to grow to a point that when they need it the most, they can dip into it and use it as a tool to further their dreams, and not be have their dreams cut short by, I don't know if it would be right to say, but my financial ignorance or my lack of planning for my child's future. So I'd love to hear, as always, what your view is around this. What are you doing? How have you gone about planning for your child's future, your child's financial future? This is key, financial future, because it's not about, when I say future, it's not about you choose as a parent choosing what path your child should take or must take as far as the careers are concerned, but it is having those resources readily available when they need them to venture into those paths, and not be hindered by the fact that financial resources are limited at home. My parents did not plan for my future, as if we forgot that these people are growing up. They're gonna have paths that they need to churn as adults, and those paths need money. That's the reality of it. So what are you doing? How are you planning for this? How have you planned for it if you were on your way as well? And it's never too late. This I've been told over and over, and I believe it as well. It's never too late. If you haven't started because of, we know how tight money is, it's never too late. You can start as small as you can, but just have something. You need that something readily available. Something, at least if it's something small, then you can build on that. Bit by bit, you build on it, than not having anything at all. Because I cannot, for the life of me, fathom a future where my child goes to varsity and I have to start afresh, as in from scratch. I don't have any saving, I don't have any safety net. I have to go get a new loan at that age, whatever it will be, but I have to start now servicing a new loan. I can't bear to think of such a future, which is why on a day-to-day basis, I continue motivating myself to work towards improving whatever I've put away, I've started for my children's future. Work on enriching those safety net for them. Make sure whatever challenges, financial difficulties I'm going through, I always factor in opportunities that I can create to save, to invest, however little it is, but something. There must be something going towards saving for their future, which is key. Let's jump. Like that page, of course. But most importantly, I'd like to hear what what are your views around this? Hey, use that comment section on the YouTube channel. Let's engage each other. Let's empower each other as parents, as guardians, raising these people. We need to talk more about these things in order to improve ourselves, in order to better at doing this thing called parenting. So for now, I shall end it there. See you next time. Always remember to love the ones you hold dear. Bye.